Good morning everyone and welcome back to the Two-Headed Wolf Gaming channel, as today we continue our Agamemnon Campaign in Total War Pharaoh Dynasties. And I wasn't expecting it, but when I started up the game I was met with this epic intro. I mean, it looks so badass. Agamemnon, full armor, the storm in the background, absolutely amazing. I want to get into the game right now and I want to fight that ambush battle, but I just wanted to show this off because someone had a really good idea and I love it. So I'll see you in a second. And here we are. I do love this ambush system, which was first introduced, if I'm not mistaken, in Total War Rome 2, where the ambushed army starts in a column as they were marching in a way towards, I don't know, some sort of destination, and you are allowed to deploy all around and actually do an epic ambush. Before that, before Total War Rome 2, if I'm not mistaken, the ambushed army used to start in a square and they could deploy their armies however they wanted, and the army who was doing the ambushing could deploy all around and you could attack from all sides. But that allowed the ambush army to deploy and make some sort of defensive square. It was an interesting idea, but I don't think it is as powerful as going and ambushing an army and attacking a line, a straight line that is not organized. Even in Total War Rome 2, I remember these epic battles where if you are getting ambushed, and I think it's the same from Total War Rome 2 onwards, but when you are the ambushed army, you cannot do anything when you get into the battle map. You can just hit start battle and all of a sudden the AI is rushing you and you have to think on your feet. You have to redeploy, you have to move your armies around, and that is really cool. Let's get into our battle. The general is over here. This gap is not a gap. There were a bunch of clubmen in the army and I don't see them over here, so I'm guessing it's over on this side. I'm not sure exactly why we don't see them, but it doesn't really matter. So what we know is that there are a bunch of clubmen over here. His general is in the front. I'm guessing that they're marching towards the left here. Yes. And he has a bunch of archers in the back. And what I am thinking is that I want shielded units to attack the archers. I will put here in front, actually on the side here. Do they have a stalking ability or anything like that? No. They can hide in the forest, but that's about it. Okay, so I'll have a bunch of javelineers on both sides here, pretty much pummeling the general. We will have to be very careful not to put the javelins behind some of our troops because they'll get hit in the back and we will lose a bunch of them. I am thinking that the unshielded troops we will have over here, probably just rushing his clubmen. We don't want them to be in the range of the archers or attacking the archers because these many archers can do a volley or two on them, and yeah, we will take losses without having to do so. Like, we don't need to have that. On this side, I guess, in a sense, I'm thinking that I'll have the axemen over here to rush the spears. We'll have 2 spears on this side. We'll have 2 more spears on this side. We will have the rest of the light swords over here, where we can pretty much rush the archers, and we do have shields on us. We will have this epic clubman. I guess I'll throw them here as well. I don't really care to attack the general with them, and I'll have the general over here. Now what I'll do is that I'll start the battle and I'll pause it just because I want to give orders, and then I want to go in this mode and see the rush. We're gonna do a double javelin there. We're going to attack over here like so. Good. And here, and then we can rush. Let's see. You are going this way. I guess we could go like so. Good. And then we can do something like this. Like that, right? I guess we can take you here, and I can go with this one over here. Okay, let's do this.
Let's show them how it's done.
Come on. Oh, we've actually made it through with these clubbins. Look at them run, try to organize themselves. It's a great look right there. You, go after these archers, don't let them alone. They're really trying to get away from us. We will not let them. Yeah. Yeah,
it's within your grasp.
Look at that.
The enemy
We took a few losses here.
Hungry for glory. Advance, men.
Yeah. We really didn't need to fight this one. But I loved at least getting that rush.
Don't hold back.
When do you get this feeling as well, you know, when you are playing one of these Total War games and you've been running around hunting an army for a very long time and they've been doing raidings and getting away from you, but you finally get your opportunity to catch up to them, you know, and take them out. And even though there's really no fight to be had there, there's no reason to do the fighting. You want to do the fighting just because of how annoyed you are, or for how long, because of how long it took you to catch up to them and things like that, right? Well, I guess that's about it. Good. So that's a good start to Orestes' professional army. Okay, so the turn has passed, nothing else special happened. We are losing 3.3k food per turn. So that means with the current supply, we have about 10 turns worth of food.
King Agamemnon.
And I will want to replace Agamemnon's army with more professional troops, which means that this cost will go up significantly. Maybe another 2k food per turn, something like that. So we will need to start focusing on food. For the moment, let's clean up the area. It seems like I'm getting an extra god dedication slot. That will be good. Mesopotamian concert, okay, that's also good. Let's quickly attack this army. And at this point, I'm just gonna auto-resolve it. There's nothing else that they could do. What do I want? The replenishments? 4% replenishments. Now let's get the food.
Let them go.
And with Oreste, let's see. There's 9 troops here, 9 there, 9 up here. Okay. Given that we've taken out his army, his main army, I am guessing that the next step will be for him to be recruiting a secondary, maybe even a third army somewhere here. Yes. Okay. Well, I still have some movement. I'll go towards the coast because I will want to get out through here. And we're gonna go in the encampment stance just to get some replenishment. We did gain a few ranks of experience. The javelins didn't do a whole lot. But some of our troops went up in rank, and that is really good. For the extra levels, what do we want from you? I guess I do want the replenishments first. And fatigue build up minus 5% for bodyguards. I mean, that's not really that impressive. As far as a follower goes, don't have better anything. Better equipment on any part. With you, I'm thinking that we're gonna go towards Levkas. But we do need to sit still and get some replenishments. Right?
Never blink, always ready.
I'm not sure I'm fully prepared to take
Make me look good on the
settlements
field.
if he has a big army, but we shall see. With you, I was going to bring you over here and get troops from Agamemnon.
Hit the road.
I think what I want to do is get up to here. Since I can't reach him, probably start recruiting.
You are my chosen.
Where shall we start from? I am thinking that getting the troops with the least upkeep is a good start, right? We start with 131 food per turn, and then we can get like this to 124. Actually, we don't want the clubmen, those clubmen. Who should we get? I guess we're gonna get two swords. In this way, we are still getting about 100 extra food per turn, you know, instead of having that high upkeep right from the start, as we are waiting to get even more troops. Okay. For you, actually, we can level you up, and we said that we want 13 in strength. I know it's presence and stuff, but I don't know. It feels a bit weird to talk about presence and ardor and fortitude. I'm not used to those. Good. We're gonna attack you here. I'm just gonna auto-resolve this battle. I think I'm gonna auto-resolve all the battles.
A great day for Mycenae.
As it should be pretty straightforward.
Make them our slaves. Orphan their offspring.
Yeah. Even in this situation, like, do I want to fight a bunch of slingers and a bunch of spears? If I'm not losing any troops, I don't think I really care about that. Let's get the 9% replenishments, and we're gonna take him out now. We are within our territory, so we are able to reach him. There it is. Never mess with us.
Prepare the victory feast. Oh, just release them.
Nice. At this point, I am going to take a turn of
expect a welcome
replenishments
feast.
here.
Execute my will.
And here it is. As a level up, we're going to go, as I said, to level 13 over here. And now we start investing points in our door. We have another unlocked title. Beloved by Zeus, this army gets 15% extra melee attack and missile damage for tier 4 units and forward. Diplomatic relations +2. Sure. Are these tier 4 units? No, they're tier 3. What would we need to get tier 4? I'm guessing another recruitment building. Okay, let's see. I think we've moved all our armies in the way that I wanted. Can go for royal decrees. Let's take a look at food. What can we get for food? We can get 15% from ports We can get reduced upkeep, but for armies of 10 units or lower. We could get 15% more food when allied with an Egyptian faction. Okay, and what else do we have? Food income during crisis is at the moment, so that's a 10% extra food right there. Are there more? Let's see. No, I guess this is all. So what I'm thinking is that I'll be getting these two technologies. We do have a few ports. We're gonna upgrade a bunch of buildings that will provide us with food. And then, as we're going towards the Nile Ever Giving here, this technology, we're gonna scout out at least one Egyptian faction and ally with them so that we can get 15% extra food. We're not going to be fighting them anytime soon, so I am thinking that maybe this will add up. You know, this is going to help us. So that is done. Let's also take a look. We do have an extra god that we can engage with, right? We can honor. Poseidon will provide us with extra food in the province if we build a shrine. 20% extra food, 20% extra wood. But it's 20% extra food from ports, so it's not from all sources. And then influence. For prayer, we get extra movement at sea and attrition immunity. That could be good in deep sea. Devoted general, extra speed for melee infantry and chariots, and 50% extra battle loot. That is going to provide us with even more food when we defeat another army. That is actually good. Let's see. Ares would reduce recruitment costs, provide us some influence, and Devoted General would get extra recruitment costs, recruitment slots, and reduced morale by 20% in the region to all enemy armies in the region. So even as a support army, this could do a lot of damage to the enemy. Apollo would provide us with missile damage on recruitment, but we cannot pick him up. You can discover this god by capturing settlements in unexplored realms or by gaining new allies from distant lands. Patron deity of the royal tradition. So is this like, maybe it's somewhere around Troy? Because Apollo did like Troy, which was one of the patron gods of Troy, if I remember correctly. I mean, he guided the arrow that killed Achilles, so maybe it's there that we have Apollo. And Aphrodite would reduce food recruitment costs for all units, workforce growth, increase morale to devoted general, and 18% replenishment as well. Pretty good, pretty good. But I'm thinking Poseidon. It is giving us that extra food. So we're gonna pick him up.
Multiply my glory 1,000.
Now let's start going through the settlements. In this area, we want to go with this bronze region to the next level so that we can upgrade the food port. How many ports do we have here? 2 ports, which means that we want to at least get one of these outposts or one of these shrines going. These are too much on the edge. This one is not. If they land troops here, they would have to go around to take it out. So I'm thinking that maybe it is a good idea to throw a Shrine of Poseidon over there. In this region, once again, we have 2 ports. We're going to upgrade this building to the next level. And let's see. I want a port there maybe. This is a good area where I can throw in a shrine. Happiness. Do we need happiness here anymore? We do not. And thus I am thinking this seems to be the best area for food, right? It's 1500. We're producing stone and bronze at a high level, definitely, but if I can I get some extra food? No, unfortunately not. It's only if we go with some of these royal gardens. Okay, well, 5% extra resources is 5% extra resources. We're already doing the same over here in Mycenae. Let's see, for Calydon, 873 food. Shall I get a temple for Poseidon? There's no difference between the temples in the main settlements. We could get some of these flat food buildings. I could also get some multipliers, maybe in Sparta. For now, let's go with a temple for Poseidon. We're already upgrading this. And I'm going to throw a shrine of Poseidon over here. Okay. I think that's about it. In Athens, there's really nothing that we could do. Court.
The kingdom's fate rests on your willingness.
So now he's
to
trying
work
to
together.
discredit us. There's a 29% chance that he will actually manage to do so. I am not gonna do anything else. Let's work on decreasing the chance for
How many
embezzle
ships
here.
do you have, Mycenaean?
29% chance
10,000?
it could
Surely
happen.
not.
But as I said, I'm not gonna worry too much.
Speak honestly and weigh your words. I want a court worthy of the name.
We could start. This is the patron deity that watches over the lands, whose cult is backed by the supreme ruler. Worshipping the patron deity will bring you more legitimacy than worshipping other gods in this pantheon. Ah, I see. So that's what that sign was for. Now we can start contesting the crown. The problem is that I don't know how many turns we will get. Actually, the more people we get into a civil war, the longer we have to actually take them down. So let's contest the crown. Yes, civil war, all that. We got a few things during these last few battles. Let's see, where is
I love a challenge.
Agamemnon?
The liar.
Let's go here.
Mycenae.
As far as armor goes, there's nothing. As far as shield goes, we can go with an even better heavy shield, which gives us armor and 10% missile resistance. Or we could go with one of these special shields. Extra movement on land and sea, enemies cannot retreat if attacked. Or replenishment increased by 5%, causes fear, but we already have the fear ability. Grants attributing courage, which will improve morale. No, let's go with this shield, which seems pretty good. I mean, it's medium, it's not 75% missile resistance, 55% missile resistance. You know, this is pretty good. I like the effect. Wise Nobleman. XP per turn 20, plus 20, influence plus 2. Instead of plus 1 to fortitude, plus 2 to happiness. I believe I like that a bit more. Let's go to Oreste as well.
Armed and ready.
Instead of line of sight, let's give you this fortitude. Instead of this shield, I'm going to give you the heavy shield, because it is an upgrade over there. I spent a few more minutes going around, giving the rest of the gear to all the other generals. Nothing special, so I just skip that. Let's see. I think that's about it. Time to end the turn. Time to see what is going to happen going forward. We really need to make a lot of allies and quickly. Should be focusing maybe on Achilles. Whoever is in Crete, I'm thinking. Rhinoceros or someone. Our island neighbors. And I think that's about it. So as soon as we take the army out from the left, or the faction from the left islands, we should be able to be moving full force on Troy, I am thinking. But I definitely have to rush
My
the
reputation
recruitment.
grows.
Let's see, tier has changed from 3 to 4. This is administration. So at this point, we are spending even more food. We had 10% extra production on food, or reduced upkeep on food. Now we're paying 30% more food for our army, for our professional army, and 5% more bronze. Recruitment cost has also gone up, but attrition damage has been decreased by 25. And as we go forward, we're gonna get more movement at sea, higher replenishment caps, less attrition, but higher costs on food, bronze, and recruitment. You know, I think I like this administration system. I think I've seen it before in Total War Troy. I mean, it makes sense in a way. And with the bonuses, like, you have your armies, which are now professional, you send them off to distant lands. You need to have a good logistics system to support them, right?
My
So that's where
bronze
you get the
shines
extra
brightly.
movement, replenishments, and all of those. However, it does cost more to upkeep them. It's good that we started investing in food, because at this point we're going down quicker. Let's see, 3 more pretenders have risen, which means that we have now 20 turns to defeat them, or to get as high of legitimacy as possible. Cool. Well, first things
A
first.
god among men.
Agamemnon, let's get you here in
Patrol the
Corinth.
perimeter.
We'll exchange
Keep
troops.
together.
Do I want to keep these troops? Yes. So we'll keep those 2 elites, and we're gonna exchange the rest.
I endure.
Looking pretty good at the moment. I'm going to get 2 more
Worthy
swords.
warriors only.
We're going to get 4 spears.
Serve with pride. I
This
lead
army I'm
with
going
courage.
to bring towards Thebes. I'm not sure whether this guy
Born for war.
has a problem with us. I am guessing he does not, but there is the possibility that he will decide otherwise.
We will win
With
through.
you,
I'll win. Or
we'll
die
take a look
trying.
in a second. So, Oreste, I want to give you 2 more points just to get these resources from ransoming, I think. Or if I go 444, raiding income, influence, XP per turn, I think I might want some of that. Let's go with reduced upkeep at the moment. And maybe it would be a good idea to visit this Aegean trading post afterwards as well, before recruiting the next batch of troops.
I'll break the enemy.
For now,
Many need protection yet. We will go down in history.
let's see. Can I attack the port? I cannot do it this turn. I'm thinking maybe going for the Aegean fort. But I don't really like the
Massacre
idea.
them.
Let's go here. We have a strong army. We should be able to take out Hyria here.
I'm afraid I cannot.
With you, this is not a great army here. But
Setting course.
if I am careful,
Bring their deaths.
I am thinking that I can take out this Aegean fort and then attack this region, or maybe attack this region directly. Yeah, at the
Not
end of the
really an
day,
option.
it will take him a while to recruit those troops.
Power and
So if I
glory.
reduce I go here to the outpost, yeah, reduce upkeep. And I can move him back in
Check the
Corinth.
defenses.
Quickly recruit
Mycenae needs you!
the troops that we wanted.
Such warriors ensure my might.
And I believe that that's pretty much it. Let's see, pending actions.
Should you insult your peers, know that you insult the dignity of
He has
my
successfully
court.
discredited us. And maybe I should have fought against him because we have declared the civil war, just so we could have... Yeah, so we could have had that high legitimacy. But it's not a problem, we're gonna get it back at some point. Settlement upgrade in Corinth. I don't need it for right now. What I do want is the extra food, right? So let's focus on that for now. Extra bronze. We're still doing decently well. Over here I don't think I need these extra workers anymore, so we're gonna remove that. Extra wood, sure. I think I would like that because it seems like we are running out of it fairly quickly. For this region, I think more food would also help us a lot, but we need more workforce. Fine, that's it. Achilles would like some bronze for some food. Yes. That is perfect for our relation. Ruler of the Thrakes want us to give them a little bronze for some food. Yeah. I think I should be increasing our bronze supply. It seems like a lot of people want the bronze. Probably there are regions in the area that don't really have resources or don't really have deposits of bronze. Your might must grow. So we got a victory point and 1500 gold, which is superb. Good. Another ambition has been completed.
Never beaten.
With you, what do we want next in this army? Damage dealers, axes.
Can you fight? Can you kill?
Okay. Is that the entire army? I think that is it. Do I want 5 axes? I think I do. When I'm looking around, the other choice would be to just get another sword, which would be light. Let's see, so if I hold this down and I go to the light swords, less armor, less morale, a bit more speed, a bit more melee attack, a bit more melee defense, less damage and less charge bonus. Okay, so I guess axemen will be the ones who will stay in the army. Good. One more turn and we have Agamemnon's army pushing forward, but look at this. Minus 6.3k food. That is a lot. Okay, time to be super focused.
Speak honestly and weigh your words. I want a court worthy of the name.
Who is doing this? Let's see, we know about this plot, and he's doing 2 plots. Let's see, perform, gossip.
Why are we whispering? Oh, that is why.
He's trying to discredit this guy. I still do not know about that plot, so we're gonna do another check on him. We're gonna gossip some more.
I live for
He has recruited a few troops. Let's just straight up attack the settlement. Now he will bring his troops in. I'm not sure exactly where they'll spawn from. They do have a lot of chariots, which will be a bit annoying, but we should be able to handle them quite well. I think we want dry weather. The forecast is not great. I do not want the thunderstorm for us. Reinforcements are arriving from that side.
Take your weapons.
Now it might be very difficult to stop the chariots. What I am thinking is that I'll just concentrate our javelins over here and try to throw a lot at him, and then have these spears go in. Yeah. For the rest of them, let's have the two-handed clubman over there. We'll bring the axes on this side. We'll have a bunch of swords here.
So this is it then.
I'll even have one of these clubmans here. Can I hide him in the forest? Yes, good. Or as far as our general goes, I'll keep him here for morale reasons. Let's start the battle. Let's go forward. Let's bring these axes around. I think we will mostly have to fight them within the city. They're really rushing this. In a way that it doesn't make sense for me to follow him. Let's go with two axes towards these spears. Yeah, we'll reposition our troops here. One unit going towards that archer is fine. Let's bring these javelins over here somewhere. With you, I think I'm gonna bring you on this side. Yeah, I don't think I made a good choice there. Or I should have committed all of my troops to the reinforcements. Because I felt for right now not actually the best position to be in, you know, just because of their chariots, just because of their mobility. But we should be able to do a lot of damage to that spear, allowing us to jump in. Okay, you go there, you go here. Let's bring these two spears around. Let's keep going with these axes. Okay, javelins, let's go forward here. Let's engage. Javelins, throw your javelins at those chariots. We're doing good damage to the spears here. That will be an opportunity to get inside the city. These chariots are here. I don't... Let's just put ourselves in a box and stay there. Hopefully we will not miss in case they're rushing with the chariots. Swords, let's bring you on this side as we want to go towards those archers. Okay, javelins, let's reposition you. Don't get into melee combat. Seems like we've broken some of their troops here. I will not be able to pass these spears just yet. I want to go towards those archers. Javelins, let's do a few volleys there. I think I might be able to get past them here without many losses. And I did. Good. Let's remove toggle fire at will. Or remove the fire at will.
I'm not staying here to get killed.
This is actually an interesting battle. I mean, the AI is moving a bit erratic. I think we might have spread out too much for him to handle. Let's try to get past the spears now and go towards his archer, javelins, and whatever else he has there. Perfect. You. Stop. Yeah, this chariot rush did hurt me a bit. Not a lot. We were pretty heavy ourselves. Over on this side, I am going to stay with the swords and push with the spears. Javelins, I don't really want you to do anything special. Let's see. Cool. His general is dead. That will cause a bit of a panic. Yeah. Let's push with the axes forward. I'm gonna move the javelins forward as well. Over on this side, some of their chariots are now out. Cool. Swords, let's try to move past you. Let's go towards the next unit as well. No, actually, let's stay here on these swords. Where are we at? Axes, go towards that archer. Let's keep going over here.
Combat ready.
Focus on these troops. You go towards the archers. Javelins, let's bring you forward. He has another general over there which I could pretty much destroy. You stay here with this slinger. You keep going forward towards his love warriors. Archers keep firing upon us, so we're gonna rush them here. Clubmen. Seems like their retreating chariots have hit us, but I think we're going to destroy them. Let's see, what else are we doing here? Focus on the clubmen. On this side, I guess we can turn around towards their javelins and slingers. On this side, we're going to want to follow his general. He has chariots there. He's retreating mostly towards the center. Some of those troops might retreat. Let's slowly go forward. You attack these archers now, please, and thank you. For the spears, yeah, let's capture this water fountain in the middle. Let's go towards the center as well. If we can make them lose morale, it's gonna save some of our troops. Okay. Swords, I guess. Oof. Let's get you in a column. I don't really want to get rushed by those chariots. It's not in the open, right? Not freely. Yeah, you engage there. Let's engage you here. Yeah, some of their morale has recovered. Now we can do a quick rush on the general. With the rest of the troops here, I guess we're going to concentrate in the middle. Let's do some range attacks there. Oof. Downhill chariots, not great, but they're not in a good position. They didn't have time to gather speed. Where is our general? I left our general way behind. But this should be fine. Actually, what I want to do here is let's get this javelin out and go towards his general. That should hurt a lot.
Don't hold back.
In this situation, it seems like we are doing fine for now. Let's make sure we're focusing on his general. We're gonna get these Achaean warriors engaged.
Defeat is looming. In good order.
Good, let's bring spears forward. So far so good. You turn towards his general, this two-handed clubman. Look at this. This is a professional army at work. They're doing good damage, they're not easily breaking. Hey, we're gonna fire upon his general. Use some of these to destroy those troops. Spears are holding strong. We might need a few turns of replenishment, but I'm okay with it at the end of the day. These axemen, they've done a lot of damage, they're retreating, but I mean, at the end of the day, they've gained a bunch of ranks. How many kills did they get? 62?
Your warriors are wavering.
Not a huge amount, could be a lot better.
Don't
That is totally fine. Let's see, how are we doing on this side? We're doing some damage, well, taking some damage as well. Let's rush this unit forward. With these swords, I am going to retreat towards those bowmen.
javelins home.
Javelins, let's engage these armor slingers.
Sons of
You,
Achaea.
I want you to spread around and do a lot of javelin damage to these troops.
Axes!
Okay, we're moving our general forward.
No mercy!
Come on,
You're going
fire
to
at
suffer.
will.
Let's
Your
fly!
warriors have been routed.
Where? It's over here.
Honor and
Okay,
duty!
we're bringing this unit, which will also encourage our troops. At the end of the day, the only thing I care about is that they don't die. I want them to keep their experience.
Victory is within your grasp.
Nice. There we have it. So we've done our work. I would like to take out these generals.
Your
I'm not sure
warriors are
exactly
wavering.
how much experience do they have. The ones who are outside. I think they don't have a whole lot, but I want them to have none. We're just gonna go like this. Okay, let's not hunt the rest. An interesting battle, very engaging. I wonder how, like, if I was a game developer, how, or if we were, let's do a hive mind sort of thing. How could we increase the number of battles like this one? How could we make it work? I'm thinking that on one hand you could do like these very large battles, but the problem with that is that it's going to get more difficult to control. Maybe instead of having, you know, one unit, have sort of multiple units within a group. Basically, you have one of these icons, right?
Still,
Which is
we
axemen or clubmen, but they're actually part of multiple groups. You have like 3 or 6 within them as you go through the game, so that when you are giving orders to one of these group, you are actually sending 6 units forward. Problem with that would be the amount of bottlenecked troops, right? You would have to make the map so much bigger, and I don't think that necessarily fixes a problem. Let's see, what do we want? We want occupation. I think all of
Occupy
these
this place.
areas, yeah, there's food, there's bronze, and there's some stone there.
Companion of
So
Ares,
getting that extra food will be
I
fine.
rely on your strength.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how we could fix a problem like that. Like I've said before,
We will go down in history.
it's not really easy, and I'm guessing that that's why Creative Assembly hasn't found a good
Let's
fix
make
for it.
war.
I'm sure they've debated it a lot more than I have. Okay, he has
I'm
6
afraid I
troops
cannot.
right now. You know what? I'm not gonna go forward. Unless I attack this region.
Born for war. I've got what it takes.
Sure.
Bring their deaths.
This might be a bit of a mistake.
Who's looking for a fight?
Okay, he doesn't have a whole lot of troops. No, this is ours. He now has...
Command me.
He now has 19 troops in total. Those are more professional troops.
I can hardly
Okay,
wait.
I will use this army to protect it while we move or stay forward
You can
to
count on
secure
me.
the islands.
Companion of
It is
Ares,
very risky to do something else.
King Agamemnon.
Actually, you know what I could do
I'll
with
win,
you?
or
I
die
could try
trying.
to get that reduction in upkeep as well. This is more morale. This is an open slot. Oh, yeah, we're actually building it right now. This will provide us with more
We
movement.
endure.
I guess I really want to build one of these here. Right, we need to get that reduction in
The
upkeep,
great protector.
at least for the troops which stay at home. What next? Scavenger of goods
A god among men.
as a follower. Uncommon ancillary chance. Okay, well, you are going to do a lot
I
of
love a
battles in the
challenge.
area. Siege holdout time and bronze upkeep reduced by 10%. That's good. Melee defense plus 3 and influence doesn't matter too much. Fortitude and happiness. Diplomatic relations I could give to someone else. So let's give you this 5% extra chance to get some ancillaries.
It will be epic.
We're recruiting here.
Lord
These
of men.
are where they need to be. Let's get the next level port. Over on this side, I think I would like the multipliers to resources. Yes. And we could also throw in another building which would increase food by a percentage. We're producing 2000 food in Laconia, so that is helpful for us. 1100 food here. Maybe get this building, the Damos farming. I think that will be a good idea. Probably upgrade this settlement to the next level. Do the multipliers one more time. Now we're just gonna get flat production. When we have, 2000 flat production in food from these buildings, then when we get 10%, that's 200 extra food. If we're trying to get the multipliers right now and we would have only, 1000 food, then that's half production. And I don't think we really can get a whole lot from doing that. I don't see a plan where that can really improve our chances. Athens is becoming a bit more unhappy by the turn, so we'll need to increase happiness in the region. Make sure that it stays stable, right? At this moment, it's taking a whole lot more to build. And I don't like that. Good. Anything else? Well, we need to go through the usual. Let's see if we can get some
We will
non-aggression
win through.
facts with some of our neighbors. We have non-aggression already. He's a pretender.
I won't let you down.
Born for
Athena
war.
is over here. Which we might attack.
With Athena's, we may as
I would
well
like to
talk.
make friends with Knossos.
That's clear enough.
Let's do that. Can we also get married?
King Agamemnon's
Legitimacy
words have weight.
support, okay.
I love it. We've got plenty to discuss.
My reputation endures.
With negotiation is still an
We
option.
could try. Okay, there are two types of marriages. Offer a character from your faction to be married and transfer to another faction as a civilian. By doing so, you lose the character. Okay, I see. Request a character from another faction to be married. Pious Zealot can marry with one of you. Interesting. So that's how this goes. This is what I've been mistaken. Good to know. Military axis. Yes.
Break out the good wine and let's talk.
Yeah, the balance of deal does not matter. I won't use extra points. Can we get a defensive alliance or maybe even a military alliance here? No, he does not want that, but he will give me military access and I will accept it.
I'll make it
Great. Let's see, more military
in
access.
Ares' name.
We will win through.
With this faction over here, we don't
Athena
even
wills it,
need it.
I'll listen.
But let's do it. Let's be friends as much as we can with some
I
of the territories
overcome
that we
all.
have no interest in.
Companion of Ares.
Military.
Great Achilles.
Aeolia, yeah. It's deteriorating because of what? Some wars.
Supreme warrior of the Aegean.
We can make peace
can
with a
count
few
on me.
factions, but we don't care about that. Good. I think I've done everything that I've wanted to. Could get a few more resources in Thebes. Or if I go now to local deities, I still need to go higher in order to give a devoted general his
Should you
bonuses.
insult your peers, know that you insult the dignity of my court.
That's it. I really need to think about food more than anything. So maybe I should place down a few extra bronze and stone buildings. Make sure that we increase that production so that we can start selling it for food. And we probably want to do this while we still have a bunch of supplies. If we're gonna run out of supplies, he's trying to fight us using a bunch of chariots and some good ranged troops. We still have time for one more battle. With everything that I'm cutting out, if I'm cutting out the loading screens, maybe some of the entrants, then we have time for this battle. I've been trying to think how to reduce some of the timing during these campaigns, and I have no perfect idea for it. Without cutting things that I would personally find annoying when watching Let's Plays. Good. He's the attacker. I don't need to rush him. He has missile troops, he has chariots. Well, I have a feeling that if I go here to chariots and I look at the forest, they would get a lot of penalties. They would get 20% reduction in melee defense, melee attack, 30% penalties to acceleration, charge speed and speed, and 50% penalty to charge bonus. Okay, and as far as one of these javelins range troop goes, okay, it doesn't seem like they would get a whole lot of penalties. At least it doesn't say that the forest is reducing accuracy or anything. I'm gonna throw spears here. We're gonna fight in the forest. If he's dumb enough to attack us like that, if he's feeling super confident that he's gonna be able to, I don't know, change his situation by doing this, well, I'm not gonna take the battle the way he wants it. I'm gonna do it my way.
This should be a battle to remember.
My way or the highway. Let's see. So, how close can I get here while still being in the forest? I'll do like that. Okay. Now we're just waiting. And we're waiting for them to arrange the troops and deploy and do whatever he wants. Look at that.
Your hidden units
So-
stand revealed.
Yeah, he's not gonna get a whole lot out of it. I should probably rush him as soon as they get in. I should probably rush them with 2 free troops here and there.
Advantage in numbers. Chariots!
Chariots v chariots. Yeah, they're not doing a whole lot of damage if they're not rushing.
Your general is under attack.
Yep, let's go. Ooh! Yeah, they've got us here. And they had good enough acceleration and charge before they entered the forest.
Wreak havoc! In good order! Combat ready! To glory!
Let me slow down slightly here, while I arrange these troops around.
Your hidden units
I-
stand revealed.
I can rush those troops there. For now, you stay on this chariot unit. Yeah,
Awaiting order!
good. Let's attack. Let's attack you as well. We're gonna rush their chariots with our chariots. Over here, they've tried to do another attack, but on this occasion, we were prepared. It's weird that I didn't look at my back
Masters of war!
when it was clear that we could get rushed. But they moved fairly quickly. Like they got all around in like what? 2 minutes? 2 minutes maybe from the start of the battle.
Awaiting orders!
Well, let's keep going forward here.
Go at them! Slingshots!
Doing a charge in the back of your own troops is not a great idea, just so you know.
Mercy!
Your hidden units stand revealed.
Okay. Rush, rush, rush. Let's fire upon them. Let's bring our general forward. Actually, we'll flank them.
At your command! Sons of the king!
Let's go towards their ranged troops. Let's turn the cards around.
Awaiting orders. Right then. Move out. Wreak
I think we could go and hunt the rest of the troops.
Victory is within your grasp.
There it is. So I just want to take out his general. I think that's something a price which he should be paying on this occasion.
fates were kind today.
And let's go and also try to get these renowned armor slingers. You know, if we can take out most of his units here, then that will be a huge recruitment cost on him. And even though the AI is getting many more bonuses on these higher difficulties, I think this is a good situation. Yeah, enemy general has perished. Let's see. Yeah, this is going to put us in a really good situation, so I am happy with it. And I think that's going to have to be it for this episode. I really hope you have enjoyed it. There have been a few cool battles within this episode. And I'm looking forward to the next one, as I think we're mostly going to be done with securing the islands to the west, and we can start focusing on Troy and the annoying leader. With this in mind, until next time, I thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all to have a wonderful day.